Hey, it's Mike over at fishyourassoff.com, and today what we're talking about is the best tackle for flounder fishing. Flounder are one of those very abundant, relatively easy to catch if you know what you're doing, fish that are delicious. So definitely worth catching and keeping. They're all over the place. You can catch them in the beaches and the rivers. You catch them everywhere. Now let's just talk about the tackle we're going to use. Okay, best tackle for flounder fishing. All right, so you're going to need two different setups for flounder fishing. First of all, you want a 2500 series reel set up with 8 to 10 pound braid, and that's going to be a 7 to 8 foot medium action rod. This is the same rod you would use for, catching speckled trout on the flats. Very good rod. You could catch whiting off the beach with this. So you definitely need a 2500 series reel set up with a nice medium action rod. This is going to be great for catching flounder on the grass flats, on the beaches. You're going to need to beef it up once you fish other places, with current and more depth. But this is a good starting point for you. I wouldn't spend less than $150 on that setup, the rod and reel. You can get them cheaper if you want, but I wouldn't, because it's just going to be less ball bearings, not a very good drag system, just cheaply made. So $150 to $200 will get you a real good quality rod and reel set. You can go a lot higher than that if you want to. I don't know. This is about my price range for this setup. It's somewhere $150 to $200. Especially if you go in around after Christmas. Usually the last year's model reel gets cheap, so you can get some pretty decent reels for $50, $60 cheaper than normal. But anyways, $150 to $200. That's what you're looking for. You're also going to need a 4000 series reel, and you're going to load that up with 20 pound braid. That's going to be on a 7 to 8 foot medium heavy rod. Now this is going to be what you'll catch the flounder with, say, an inlet or something like that, where you're going to have a lot of current and it's probably going to be deeper. When you do catch your flounder, you're going to have to lift them up over rocks or a seawall or something like that. So you just want to have, a little bit stiffer rod, and you want to have a little bit stronger drag and better bearing system and things like that. It's for an inlet or anywhere deep, a deep dock, around a bridge piling, anywhere you got current and depth, you probably want to step up to the 4000. Or if you're around a dock, flounder aren't the best fighters, but sometimes they can get you wrapped around the pilings, so that's going to stop that from happening too. When you step up in size, you're usually stepping up in a little bit of price, so expect to pay at least $200 for that setup. $200 to $275 is probably your price range that you want to stay within, unless you want to get super fancy and you can go higher. But that's what I pay for this setup, when I'm buying one. And I'm kind of cheap though, but it just depends. You can pay a lot more if you want to. But I would definitely use that as the bottom. I wouldn't go much cheaper than that if I were you. Just because you don't want your gears stripping out, and they're plastic, they're not even made out of metal, whatever. I think you get the point. Pay up, just a little more, not too much. But that's it. There's more of this information right on our website. It's www.fishyourassoff.com. The whole website is simple tips to help fishermen catch more fish. So check it out. I think you'll like it. All right, bye-bye.